Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my show. My name is Tony, and the show is Let's Get It Started. Today, we're going to be talking about Young Thug's trial. His attorney has a heated discussion with the judge and ultimately get held in contempt and goes to jail. This got to be crazy. Anyway, let's get it started.
The way I understand my constitutional obligations, pursuant to the 6th and 14th Amendments of the United States Constitution, the corresponding sections of the Georgia Constitution, I'm required to make a full and complete statement to the court. For the record, and if God forbid this goes up on appeal for the appellate courts or another tribunal, commission, or administrative body, I was told, based upon information and belief, that when we arrived at 8:30, 9 o'clock today, we did not come into your courtroom until almost 11:30. And what I found out just recently, this is not waived, is that supposedly in chambers, this honorable court reporter at times, honorable court at times, district attorney or district attorneys from the DA's office, as well as investigators, sheriff deputies, Mr. Copeland and his counsel met together. None of the defense team, to my knowledge, was aware that this was going on. It was told, based upon information and belief, that...
Oh, really? That can't be right. So, if I understand this right, the judge, the DA, and the witness had a private meeting in the office without the defense. Well, before I go on, I gotta say, this look like Young Thug gonna be going home pretty soon.
And that it was told to the district attorneys that Mr. Copeland intended to plead the Fifth Amendment. Then I was told, based upon information and belief, that Adrian Love, the lawyer for Mr. Copeland, and this court were together, and Ms. Love made representations that John Melnick supposedly spoke with some attorneys for the accused and wrote an email to Ms. Love, to Adrian Love, stating that Mr. Melnick does not represent the witness, and that Mr. Melnick wrote an email saying F you, and then somehow that email was CC'd to me. That never...
Mr. Joe, can I interrupt you for just a second? I'm kind of disturbed because that's ex parte. All that was an ex parte conversation. How did you find out about any of that?
Well, I'm disturbed too, and the reason
I'm asking you a question. How did you find out about it?
I'm going to ask you the question.
Okay.
You know, I like this lawyer right here. You say, hold up, Judge. I got a problem too. Who running this show?
Scuttle, if you look at SCUDDER versus State, which is 298 Georgia, 438, it's Division 2, 782 Southeast 2D 638, 2016. Our highest court says when a court meets, because Mr. Copeland comes in, meets with the court supposedly made statements, which I assume is somewhat accurate based upon what you just said. We're entitled, Mr. Williams and every other person wrongly charged here is entitled under the Georgia Constitution to be present. That's a critical stage.
It's just like when you meet with me, and you and Mr. Adams meet with me, and others have met with me. It's those are ex parte for a lot of different other reasons, but I will certainly note that for purposes of record.
Well, I'm going forward. What I was told was that Mr. Copeland said...
And you haven't answered my question yet.
I'm not going to answer that question.
You're not?
No, I will not answer that question.
Why will you not answer that question?
Because I want to make sure that what I say is accurate, and I'm not trying to...
No. I'm asking you, how did you get this information?
I'm not telling the court. What I'm saying is based on information...
Okay, well, listen, if you don't tell me how you got this information, then you and I are going to have some problems.
We can have... I have problems right now.
Okay, I know. Look, I don't want to know about your problems, okay, at this point in time. All I'm asking you at this point in time is, how did you come upon this information? Look, if the case gets reviewed, the record's going to be available for our appellate court and for...
Let me make sure this right. The judge didn't say the meeting didn't happen. He's not denying the meeting. He just want to know how he got the information. That's going to lead me to believe that the meeting did happen. Well, Well, now, do I smell corruption?
Whatever reason. But it's disturbing that how somehow you have surreptitiously gotten information in regards to the court's private ex parte conversation with a party. I mean,
A witness who was sworn in Friday, the court's telling, this is what I was told. If this is not true, not true. This court handed Mr. Copeland.
Tell me how you got the information.
Listen, whatever you want to do.
Tell me how you got the information, then we can go ahead and go forward.
I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is this. I was told, and I hope this concerns the court.
It concerns me that you have proprietary information.
Why is it
or
proprietary?
Information that you should not be having that was ex parte.
Why?
With a party.
Why?
State of Georgia.
How about the witness? How about Mr. Copeland, who supposedly announced he's not testifying and he'll sit for 2 years, and then supposedly this honorable court,
okay.
Or excuse me, let me rephrase that. This court supposedly said, I can hold you until the end of this trial. Ms. Hilton supposedly said, actually, all of the defendants and then all 26 people are disposed of. If that's true, what this is coercion, witness intimidation, ex parte communications that we have a constitutional right to be present for. So I understand that you're upset towards me, but I don't know what I did.
Mr. Steele, I still want to know, how did you come upon this information? Who told you?
What I want to know is, why wasn't I there? Why?
Sir, I'm going to hold you in contempt if you don't tell me who that.
Whoa. Now, I'm not a legal expert, but I want to say this. Ex parte, a lot of us ain't heard of that before. So, say a lawyer want to have a sidebar with the judge and they want to talk to them personally, right? And ex parte means some certain people need to be left out of this. But you have a sworn witness on the stand. He already been sworn. So at that point, everybody can take jabs at him. The DA, the defense, everybody can take jabs at him and ask him questions, cross-examines and everything. So because he's already been sworn in. But what is a good question is, what if he hadn't been sworn in? Could they have had that same meeting? I'm not too for sure. I'm gonna look these things up, but most definitely the judge is not denying it, and I'm not for sure if that's that. The judge, he can be a judge, but he can't be a jury, and he can't take sides. He's the middleman. And by him being in the middle, he just like a referee. But if he gonna take side and he gonna swing it to the defense or he swing it to the DA, then that's not a fair trial. And then on top of that, we're in Atlanta, Georgia. We got some really important trials coming up in Atlanta, Georgia. This judge is gonna taint public opinion, because I'm starting to lean towards corruption. And if that's the case, do we really, really believe in the court system like they want us to believe in? I'm not for sure. But they sure is changing my mind right here.
Tell me who this information was
from. I don't want to
from.
be held in contempt.
Well,
I'm not
then,
answering that question. That's attorney-client privilege information. I am not answering.
Attorney-client privilege. Unless you were in my chambers, that's the only way you can figure out.
I
tell you what. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. If you don't tell me, if you don't tell me who it is, I'm going to put you. I'm going to put you in contempt, because that is not attorney-client privilege.
Attorney work product privilege. I am not.
How did you get that information supposedly from my chambers? Did somebody tell you?
I'm not. You should have told me.
You got 5 minutes.
Well, I don't need it. I want to continue.
You got 5 minutes?
This is what I was told. Mr. Copeland made statements that he admitted to killing Donovan Thomas and was. Don't take my notes. No.
This sounds all bad. First of all, this trial been going on for way too long. So it's making me believe that they really don't have anything. But one thing that we need to take note of, this guy, Brian Steele, if I had a case and I was going to trial, I need him. I need to get his information. This guy he fights for his clients very rigorously. Come on, he goes all in. He's saying, hey, this we have lawyers out here that don't do half as much. especially if it's court appointed. I do understand that Brian Steele is not court appointed, but I mean, this man is going all in, and that's who I would want to represent me. I mean, you know, somebody that's going to believe in me and go all out for the pursuit of justice. You know, and this is the craziest thing I've ever heard, and I know Young Thug got to be saying, I picked the right one this time. I picked the right lawyer, and he almost made himself famous. I mean, because he's blowing up all over the internet, and I mean, anybody out there want to see what a real lawyer looks like that's going to fight to the very end, it's going to give 120%. This guy here, he does it, you know, and I feel like if they're going to be public with this corruption, that this case is over, and even at the worst part of it, it's going to be overturned in appeals, because the judge, to me, seems a little biased. Now he seems like he's going to be mad at his lawyers for the rest of the trial, and if that's the case, then yeah, he's going to be biased. He's going to lean one way versus the other, and you know, DAs. It sounds like to me the DAs got the judge in their pocket. And then you got to think about one other thing. If the police and the DA and the judge and the jailers and the court-appointed everybody, they all get checks from the same place. They get checks from the state. The only person that don't get paid from the state is your lawyer. So you have all these people against you and your lawyer. It's kind of off balance, but he just showed me how that works, and that's sad. You know, you can give me your comments and tell me what y'all think about it. You know, because I mean, I've been reading a lot of comments too. You know, and I just don't think it was you know, the Supreme Court should be able to come in and take this guy right out. Supreme Court can say, you know, hey judge, you make it. Where's this judge's friends? Why his friends ain't calling him saying, hey man, you making a bad decision. You know, judges hang with judges. You would think another smarter judge would say, whoa, you going too far. You can't do this. This you know, it's improper. You know what I'm saying? The judge, if anybody should be going to jail, it should have been the judge. He the one who did wrong. The guy just asked about it. And the judge didn't exactly admit it, but he most definitely didn't deny it. You know? And I don't think he can get a fair trial. Now that I've seen that, no, I have no doubts in my mind. Young Thug ain't gonna get a fair trial. They're gonna railroad him like they railroad everybody else. I mean, the best you could do is hope for a great, you know, jury. But I don't know. He need to be. If it was me, I would remove this judge immediately. Immediately, he would be gone. You know, like I said before, if I was the one holding the keys, yeah, he'd be out of there. The DAs too. I mean, I did like Fonnie Willis, you know, but this is her team, and so if they wrong, then she wrong too. I mean, she is their leader, right? So I don't know. I got to think about how I feel about them taking any other courses, any other, you know, court cases to Georgia. It's scary. All right, tell me what you think. Most definitely hit the like, subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and help me get to that 1,000 viewers. This makes my 4th video, and we're headed in the right direction. Thank you so much. Peace.